Hello everybody, what is going on? It's me ZKulzzz and welcome to Bastion. This is a really fun game that I picked up a while back from the Humble Bundle 5 I think. And I decided I'm going to share it with you guys because right now all the content I have is Minecraft and TF2, so I thought, you know what, let's play a game that actually has a plot. So that's what I'm here doing. This is my third take on this. First one, oh shit, what went wrong with it? Oh right, first time the screen recorder crashed like halfway through. I'm actually going to turn down the volume a bit, but first time screen recorder crashed. Second time the audio didn't go through. I just spent like 15 minutes making sure the audio goes through and gets recorded. At least I'm hoping it gets recorded. So I'm gonna give it a shot and, well, let's see what happens. So just to explain quickly, I'm probably gonna have to stop a lot, especially at the start, because this game is actually, it has a narrator, so I'm probably gonna get interrupted a fair bit. So that might not mean it's just still a bit too loud for me. So sorry if I have to keep hopping on, shorten everything. But now let's get started. New game. Let's just dive right in, shall we?
Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky. He gets up, sets off for the Bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble. Ground forms up under his feet as it pointing the way. He don't stop to wonder why. Finds his lifelong friend just lying in the road.
Alrighty, so right off the bat, like 20 seconds of the game, we have our first weapon, the hammer.
Well, it's a touching reunion.
Not sure what the little prefix that is, C-A-E-L, not sure how it's pronounced. But, so I'm just gonna call it the hammer. Left click to attack, it's a bit stronger when you're standing still. And also now
he sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. In the calamity.
And I'm not going to explain what the calamity is, but the game itself.
No ma'am, it's a gas fella, forced out from underground. Kid pops him good.
There we go. Starts
to feel his bruises though.
Now I find, especially near the start of the game, it does not hurt to pretty much just beat the crap out of everything with your hammer. Some people drop money, and money is, well, because
kid just rages for a while.
I've never actually had it set up before. I've never tried just taking it out on everything. That's one of the things I like about this game is they gave a lot of lines to the narrator, and you won't necessarily see all of them in like your first or your second. I feel like it's like my fourth or fifth playthrough of the entire game.
An old repeater falls out of the sky.
This is my third time
a gift from the gods.
Just this part today. So straight up we have our second weapon.
Gotta hold it still to spin up the chamber.
Right click, got a little machine gun style thing. If you only empty it partially, you can reload R. And overall it's actually a pretty solid weapon. It's not my favorite, but not my least favorite there.
Kid's worked up quite a thirst by now, so that fountain looks real inviting. Sometimes you just need a drink.
So, brief explanation of health tonics, F to heal, and if they'll be lying around a lot of levels, and if you pick them up, well, you get another one to knock down.
A school of squirts tunnels up.
Anyhow, it'll fill up your little
Must have fled here from the mines.
And if you pick up one while you have all three, it will just heal you anyway. And fountains, just fill them up before you lose. Usually not a ton of fountains lying around. So, with that addressed, we press forwards into the saloon. Has this lovely like west.
He sets foot inside one of Zelandia's famous watering holes. Inside's old Rondi, the bartender. The calamity got him before his drinking did.
And straight up right here is something I find just so creepy about this game, is all these like frozen stone people, which is like
then
all
kid
this
finds his trusty shield.
Like everywhere. So let's get our shield. Something you have constantly, shift to shield.
But just as he's getting a handle on it, the security takes him for a petty thief.
Phone, one sec. Let's just turn that ring
Clang.
off.
Shield saves his hide.
And if you hit shift to defend just as something's about to hit you, you'll deflect it.
Windbags start
Get like a
turning up
counter,
for last
which is
call.
very convenient. On the other hand, with most melee-based enemies, it's not too easy to not necessarily too easy to time.
More squirts start coming out of the woodwork. A big old fella pops out in front of the kid.
So I think, yeah, it does pop that little heal thing up when you start running low on health, which is nice. Nice little reminder that, you know, you're about to die.
Kid sees the way
So
to the
don't.
Bastion out the window. It's a bit of a drop.
But let's head on out through this window and, you know, continue on, keep exploring, figure out what the heck is going on around here.
He gets a good look at things on his way down. He lands on top of the breaker's bow, and it ain't broke.
Okay, third weapon, another ranged, the bow. Hold right click to draw it back, and if you shoot,
Wasn't
as
long
it
before
flashes,
the
you
kid
get a
could loose an
power
arrow,
shot.
strong and true. Kid
On the
spies
other
a
hand, I'm
good
not
perch
so
for some
good at
target
timing
practice.
it.
He knows he should
Even
draw
though
the
this is like
string
the third time
all
I've done
the way
it pretty
back.
recently. I mean, I guess I've gotten better at it, but it's not my favorite. It's probably my least favorite of all.
Good news is the emergency defenses still work. Bad news is they're aiming for the kid.
Oh, just to show off the shields counter thing.
Right back at you.
Bam. Which is fairly helpful. Alrighty, here's our first instance of a skill. They really just throw stuff at you this first level.
Picks up a few pointers from a dusty
Basically, you
old
can
dome.
hit Q to use the whirlwind, which I think you're supposed to use there, but I never remember. Also, if you see up in one sec. But yeah, you see in the top corner next to the health tonics, which are here, you've got the black tonics, use up whenever you have the secret skill. But yeah, so ignore my mini conversations. Ow. Jeez, Peters. Stop throwing things at me. I'll be honest, in a lot of ways, this is actually one of... this level's a lot harder than a lot of the levels that are start running
He
into
finds
the
the
first couple
distillery
levels. But
right next to the arsenal.
it's just a
Tough
good
part of
intro
town.
level.
One sip of the spirits in that distillery, and the kid'll feel like a new man.
So to quickly explain this bit, every time you gain a level, you can only get up to level 10, you can have access to have another drink in your little distillery arsenal thingy, which give you passive effects. So at the moment we only have 3 options: Squirt Cider, 10 health, even though you don't have an actual value on your health that you can see. Dread Rum, just fairly helpful. Fetching Fizz, which is for the lazy. Personally, at this point, I prefer Squirt Cider. You can just rage a little bit more, pick up some apples, and
The arsenal's where the kid can pick the best tools for the job.
what weapons you want. Now you don't have to have your melee on left click, you can have whatever you want, but it's just what I'm used to. And I prefer Fang Repeater over Bow, and for secret skill, just Bolt Burst, you just send out bolts in all directions. Whirlwind, you do a neat spinny attack, and this you bounce off people. I'm probably going to get around to showing all of them off at some point, but for now I'm going to stick with what I'm comfortable, what I'm most comfortable with, which is, oh my god, they're everywhere.
Some of them squirts birthing like crazy in a couple of corn bins.
These things, you want to get rid of them, they will just spawn more and more enemies until you destroy the actual thing. So you generally you just want them out of the question as fast as you can. I think here, just a creepy dead person with some apples, which, I don't know, like, I kind of like how a lot of the time everyone like has like all the dead people have their own little stories. It's kind of creepy, but it's kind of touching.
An old ferry barge sends the kid on his way. The Bastion's real close now.
Shoot. Yeah, you missed. Okay. Those things attack a bit more of a punch. It's hard to get the timing, you know, because they shoot too fast and stop turning along. Oh, really? I did not need to know that my startup is manageable. That does make me nervous. Because the last time it said that, it just crashed while I tried to stop my video. So I'm just gonna pause right now and go empty up a bit of space. So sorry about this, guys. Okay, hopefully this is fixed. So let's take a flying lead back in. Ow, jeez. Cool combos. Alrighty, something to pick up here is something
It takes
heavy,
a chunk of alloy.
which is an upgrade for the hammer, which I'll get a bit more into upgrading when it actually becomes possible. For now,
Smell of barley and spoiled blueberries
well, it's
fills the
introduced the new
air.
enemies who I kind of hate,
Scumbags.
because they just drop poisonous
Kid
sludge
maybe
everywhere
shouldn't
that
have done what he just did.
hurts you to stand in it, like a lot. And they heal. Basically just wail on what? Oh, get me
That
out.
robs a scumbag of his last meal.
Eater. My aim it burns. Die, die. Stop punching up bits of ground.
Kid puts him out of his
Here
misery.
we go. Level up. So we have a bit more health, and we can, if we had a distillery close by, take another drink to our distillery thing. Let's just rage a bit more in the train. Die, die. And I should move on. See what's through these fancy looking doors.
He finds the core to the wharf district. He steals the city's heart. Might as well. Kid has a feeling he better get a move on. The place is starting to fall. Kid just keeps running. Somersaulting like crazy. At last, the skyway's in sight. Whisks him where it needs to go. Now the kid sees something stranger still. His mind races. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds another. He finds me. We talk for a spell. There's a bit of the Bastion's power in that crest, enough to point the way to the cores. All I tell him is to set that core of his on the monument there, then watch. And just like that, the Bastion comes alive. Starts growing again, growing stronger. Kid's gotta put its power to good use. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown.
Well, people, welcome to the main hub of Bastion, the Bastion, because, well, that's what it's named after. And so, with the Bastion, you are going to be able to build for every core you put in.
Kid ponders what to build.
At this moment, you should have the distiller and the arsenal. I'm actually going to put the distillery down, because at the moment I have the weapons I want.
Makes time to sample spirits from my personal supply.
And we have some extra stuff. Hardy Punch, that's fairly useful. It's not excellent, but it's fairly helpful. It's good, but it's not my favorite personally. I prefer this because I spend a lot of time just hiding behind my shield. So I like having that around for now. I'm probably gonna add.
Cinder brick stout sure goes
I
down
don't remember what it's
smooth.
called.
Then
The one that
stays in
makes
your
me
gut like a rock.
take less.
You don't know what's out there waiting for him.
I don't remember. I'll figure it out later. But for now, guys, that is it for this first episode. Hope you like it. Hope you stay around for more. And I'll see you guys next time. Let's play Bastion.